Welcome. Today, we're diving into laser diode numerical problems, guided by Mrs. Sonali Basak, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering at SVISD. We'll explore key concepts and practical challenges, helping us build a solid understanding of this important topic. Let's get started. Let's take a look at some key formulas that help us understand laser operation. Threshold current density tells us the minimum current per area needed to start lasing. Optical power depends on how much current exceeds that threshold, multiplied by efficiency. Photon energy and frequency relate directly to the wavelength of the light. Bandgap energy connects to the material's properties. Quantum efficiency measures how well electrons convert into photons. Finally, longitudinal mode spacing shows the frequency intervals between resonant modes inside the laser cavity. These equations form the backbone of our analysis. Let's look at how we calculate threshold current density for a laser diode. We start with the threshold current, that's 40 milliamps here, and the active region area, which is 2 times 10 to the minus 4 square centimeters. To find the current density, we divide the current by the area. That gives us 200 amps per square centimeter. This value tells us how much current flows through each unit area at the threshold, a key parameter in laser diode performance. Let's look at how to find the output optical power of a laser diode. We know its slope efficiency is 0.4 watts per ampere. The operating current is 80 milliamps, and the threshold current is 30 milliamps. To get the output power, we multiply the slope efficiency by the difference between the operating and threshold currents. Doing the math gives us 20 milliwatts of optical power. This straightforward calculation helps us understand how the laser diode performs under given conditions. Let's look at how to find the energy of a single photon emitted by a laser diode at 1550 nanometers. We start with the wavelength, which is 1550 nanometers. Using Planck's constant and the speed of light, we apply the formula energy equals Planck's constant times the speed of light divided by the wavelength. When we plug in the numbers, the energy comes out to about 1.28 times 10 to the minus 19th joules. That's the energy of one photon at this wavelength. Let's look at how to find the optical frequency of a laser diode emitting light at 1310 nanometers. We start with the wavelength, 1310 nanometers. To get the frequency, we use the formula. Frequency equals the speed of light divided by the wavelength. Plugging in the numbers, we find the frequency is about 2.29 times 10 to the 14 hertz. That's 229 terahertz, a huge number, but it tells us the light's oscillation rate. This is a key calculation in optics. Let's look at how we find the external quantum efficiency of a laser diode. We start with the power it emits and the wavelength, which lets us calculate the energy per photon. Then, we figure out how many photons are emitted each second. Next, we calculate the electron flow from the current driving the diode. Finally, quantum efficiency is the ratio of emitted photons to electrons flowing through. In this case, it comes out to about 26.2%, meaning just over a quarter of the electrons produce photons. Let's look at how to find the bandgap energy of a laser diode emitting light at 850 nanometers. First, we convert the wavelength into micrometers, which gives us 0.85 microns. Then, we use the formula where the bandgap energy equals 1.24 divided by the wavelength in microns. Doing the math, 1.24 divided by 0.85 gives us about 1.46 electron volts. So the bandgap energy here is 1.46 eV. Let's look at how to find the longitudinal mode spacing in a laser cavity. We start with a cavity length of 300 micrometers and a refractive index of 3.5. The formula we use is delta F equals the speed of light divided by twice the product of the refractive index and the cavity length. Plugging in the numbers, we get a mode spacing of 143 gigahertz. This tells us how closely the laser modes are spaced in frequency inside the cavity. To find how many photons a laser diode emits each second, we start with its power output, 10 milliwatts at a wavelength of 1550 nanometers. Using the photon energy formula, we calculate each photon's energy as about 1.28 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. Dividing the total power by this energy gives us roughly 7.8 times 10 to the 16 photons emitted every second. That's a huge number of particles, all packed into a tiny beam of light.